Can you hear me clear?
Can you tell us why you wanted to talk and tell your side of the story? Why speak to us?
Because most of the times when people see something happen like this, the person that do it don't ever get to tell their side of the story.
So did you shoot your girlfriend and burn her house down?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Why?
So in the beginning, everything was good. Like our life was good. But the whole reason they kind of switched it up was like a week ago when one of her parents tried to get involved in our relationship and tried to turn her away from me or like ask about me and how I provide for her when I was providing very well. And it just made her like start to act different. I had been there with her for almost what, 15 months, 15, 16 months. And they had never like came to check on her. I only seen them come to check on her like twice out of like almost what, a year and a half. And I had been there for her emotionally, physically, and spiritually, but it was like when she tried to move on to the next chapter in her life, when her mom asked like how would he provide now that you about to get a good job, how would he provide, I was getting ready to launch a business. I didn't just up and just wake up and do this. I didn't up and just wake up and do this.
Had y'all had problems before?
We had no problems at all. This was a build-up of just us taking a whole week. We had been in the house together for almost a year trying to get our business plans together. We had figured out a workout plan, a dieting plan, a financing plan. We had everything laid out.
So
I even helped her get her business launched and sat there with her while she was trying to get her business put together when she had to actually run a church, go to college, take care of herself from when she was sick, and also make sure that her parents was good. So at that time, I was helping her hold all the weight.
So at what point did you have a breaking point that led you to doing what you say you did as far as killing her? What was the moment that led to that?
I had the breaking point when her mom kept calling and she was crying like, so what is he gonna do? Like, I'm sorry, like you messing with her head now. I'm in here trying to build a foundation with her and y'all over here this side. So when she was getting ready to start her new job, it was like her attitude started to switch because she listening to them, but they don't know she was crying and on the floor and everything before she even talked to them. So now I'm trying to build a foundation over here with her. Y'all trying to come over here and build, but y'all never coming over. Y'all never actually putting in, and she's never telling y'all what I'm actually doing for her, so it make it seem like I'm not providing at all.
So it sounds like you were upset with your parents, so why did you take it out on her?
Because her attitude started to come out because so much was going on. Her attitude started to lash out, but then also had things I was dealing with at the time too. It's not just one thing you're dealing with when you just snap. It's not that. It's other things in life I was dealing with. I was wearing a sex charge that I had no involvement with, but my family told me to wear it just because I pleaded guilty to come home. But they didn't want me to clear my name or to face the person so I could clear my name. They wanted me to wear it. So I was also dealing with that, and I had just found out that I was cleared. I had just took a polygraph and I was cleared. So I was on probation for about 4 years, and out of the 4 years I was on probation never came in the house. But for some reason, they reset my probation after I took the polygraph, after knowing that I didn't do the sex crime. They reset it like I just came home after 4 years. So now, they put me back on the high. I was on the low. I was getting ready to get off of probation. I was good. But that Friday, she called and was like, hey, I need to come to the house, and I need to see where you at. I need to see what the room look like. I said, look, you ain't been in my house in 4 years. Nobody's been in my house out of like 6 probation officers in like 4 years. Why are you putting pressure on me now? And it's like 1 o'clock. You didn't tell me you was coming or anything. So telling me it's protocol, I have to do my job. This is what I'm supposed to do. I said, look, man, I already got enough stress going on right now. Me and Shorty over here trying to keep things level. I finally talked with her. She was like, she ready to go back to work. But honestly, she didn't want to go to work because she didn't want to leave me. But I said, go ahead and go to work. But her mom on this end was putting pressure on her and making her cry and break down.
So then tell me what
I shot her in the head.
And then you said,
But I didn't just do that. She told me I put a dog inside of the room. I put a dog inside of the room. And I had it snapped already. I was saying red. So when I put a dog in the room, I was about to set the dog on fire. And she told me, she said, no, don't do nothing to the dog. You can take me and do whatever you want to do to me instead and let him live. So I did that. I did exactly that because she started making a lot of noise. I did exactly that.
do you have remorse for killing your girlfriend?
I mean, when you snap, you don't think about remorse. You just snap. So, I mean, do you have remorse if you ever tell a lie? Do you have remorse if you ever look somebody in the face and told a bold lie, or you had a question but you knew the answer but you just want to see what somebody's going to tell you? Do you have remorse when you feel, when you look in the mirror and you know this is not the right way to go out, but you still go out like that? Like how many times in your life do you feel like you have remorse?
So after you shoot her in the head, you then set the house on fire.
And the reason why it made me set the house on fire was because even watching the cameras, like I told you, when her mom tried to get involved, when you try to get involved in somebody's relationship or you speak on the person that they with, I watch you on camera come check on her. You didn't even come and knock on the door. You just called her phone, but you didn't come in. She was dead since Tuesday. You came to the house on Wednesday. I was texting you on her phone. You knew something was right, but you still had a key and you still didn't come in and check on her.
So you killed her Tuesday, set her house on fire on Thursday?
Exactly. But they came on Wednesday and she came on Wednesday, never came inside the house. She just parked in front of the house. So that's what made me fight. That's what made me fiery mad. Like, yo, y'all, like, this is what escalates when you jump in front of somebody's relationship and you act like you want to be there, but you came all the way to the house from Suffolk, Chesapeake, borderline. You drove all the way from there and you just parked in front of the house and you just drove off. If you had opened up the door, you would have realized that the house wouldn't be on fire.
Okay, so after you set her house on fire on Thursday, you go over to Mr. Baxter's house. What'd you do there?
He was already dead.
When did you kill Mr. Baxter?
He was dead on Wednesday.
You killed Mr. Baxter on Wednesday?
Yeah, he was dead on Wednesday.
So, Coleman, tell me this. What's before we get into that, what's your relationship with Mr. Baxter?
He basically raised me. He basically like raised me. Like I was raised with him for like 15 years, but at the same time, when I needed him the most, he wasn't there. So at the same time, when I needed this and that, just something to get on my feet, he tell me he ain't had nothing. But when I killed him, I found like $20,000. So this whole time, if you had gave me $1,000, I would have been good, just to make it back.
Did you take the 20 grand?
Yes, I took. Anybody would take the 20 grand. If you hit the lotto, you gonna take the 20 grand, right? I'm just asking. I mean, you ask a question, I'm gonna ask questions too. Anybody can take 20 grand if they see it and ain't nobody gonna stop it.
So you said that you killed Mr. Baxter on Wednesday. So you killed your girlfriend Tuesday. Then you went to Mr. Baxter. So were you already thinking to go there and harm him, or did you go there, told him about what happened, and then so what led to you killing Mr. Baxter on Wednesday and after you killed your girlfriend?
Say that again.
What led you to kill Mr. Baxter? What happened?
It was just so much hate I had for him because when I was growing up, he was there, but then he just stepped out of my life. So when I finally tried to like make that bond with him, he act like he wanted to help. He was there, but then he wasn't there like I needed him. And even though I tell you in distress what I need, you tell me you don't have it, and I end up killing you, and now I find out you had everything I needed. I didn't need 20 grand. I probably needed like 1,000 just to get myself situated. But when I kill you, when I find you got 20 grand, you've been lying to me this whole time. Like, don't nobody like to be lied to, so yes, I snapped. Yes, I snapped. And when I brought my cousin there with me, and I did it, it was like, okay. It was like, okay, like I've been ready. Like, you had everything I needed. Yeah.
So he went with you
Yeah.
to Mr. Baxter's.
Yeah.
You guys knew you were going to harm Mr. Baxter, or something happened when you were there. So he went with you on that Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you guys took the cash. So then what happened just with you and your cousin?
So at the same time, he had seen both bodies. My cousin had seen both bodies, but he laughed at him. He made it seem like it was a joke. To me, it was something like, okay, I didn't want to do it, but I did it because I was snapping. So in the midst of everything, I was supposed to take care of some things with him for some people that wanted to kill him. So I already done snapped. So I'm like, I'm ready to put in some work. I'm ready to go take care of some people that trying to take care of you before I get killed. So in the midst of doing that, he's snapping on everybody that's around us. I'm in here trying to help save you, cause I already done snapped. My life gone. You laughing and joking and talking stuff and like yelling and everything and you out of control, drinking, whatever. So I tell you to calm down, cause I already killed two people. So I'm already seeing red. You still talking to me, harassing me, whatever it is. I said, let me find people who wanted to kill you. For some reason, you can't find them, but they can find you. So if they find you and I'm with you, they gonna kill me too, right? So I said, eventually, you gonna have to shut up talking like that. You talking crazy. So nothing went down. He just started making a scene. I told him to calm down. And still started talking reckless at the mouth. I told him calm down. Then he tried to put his hands on he just tried to charge and put his hands on his girlfriend. So at the same time, I was like, look, I had to break that up. I'm like, I'm over here to kill somebody for you that want to kill you. But you in here trying to fight your girlfriend and you worry about stuff that don't even matter to me. I just killed two people.
What day did he kill Downing?
And it should have been on Thursday.
Where was it?
At where he was staying at.
On Sewell Point Road?
Yeah.
You got fed up with him.
I got fed up with him because he kept talking like you not about this, you not gonna do nothing. Like, bro, I just killed two people. You don't think I'm ready to shoot again? So he just kept going off and started getting loud and raging. So I went right in the kitchen and shot him right in the head. He didn't drop. He just kept moving in circles. Then I shot him in the back to make sure he hit the ground.
Do you feel any remorse?
I don't feel no remorse about none of this at all. When you snap, you don't think about remorse. That's not something that comes to your mind when you snapping. It's like if you pissed off, if your man cheated on you and you knew something and he ain't say nothing and you find out, what you gonna do? You gonna talk nice? You gonna think about it? No, you gonna snap.
You've described how you killed your girlfriend and your cousin. How did you kill Mr. Beck?
Well, when I came in with my cousin, you know, he trying to greet me coming in. It's late at night. I walk in, he like, hey, what's up? And then he seen my cousin all black. He like, oh, what the world going? And then as soon as he finished his sentence, I had to shot him in the head. He was gone. He was still sleeping with, where he was laying at.
What did you use the same gun in all?
I made sure I used the same gun. See, I ain't got to worry about finding no other guns or who did it. Yes, I wanted it to be known. Yes, I did it.
So you say you wanted it to be known that you did it. So did you ever plan on just? I got two questions. Because obviously the police were looking for you. So were you planning on running away, or were you looking for more? As you say earlier, you were looking for more people.
I was definitely looking for more people, but I was choosing my people wisely. I wasn't choosing just regular people. Like when the U.S. Marshals came to get me, it was like 40 of them out there. They had an army truck out there. So if it weren't for the two kids that was next to me in the Airbnb and their family, and the girl that I had hostage with me, if it weren't for them, I would have went out shooting. But because them two little boys I seen playing with the ball and playing soccer, I said, you know what, I got kids. So why would I let them shoot up this house and they don't know where I'm at and they catch a bullet?
So you had people hostage.
Yeah, I had a girl hostage with me.
Who was the girl?
That was his girlfriend.
Whose girlfriend?
That was McLean's girlfriend. I had her hostage with me the whole time.
Why?
Because I told her if she leave and go talk, I was gonna kill her.
So when you killed one of the Sewells, you took her with you
Yeah.
to him.
I took her with me everywhere. I told her, I gave her something that said, look, you're gonna play like you're with me. I took her shopping, I took her out to eat, I took her everywhere. And even when her family was calling, I told her, you say anything other than that, I will kill you.
So, Ola, so where in
I wasn't hiding out nowhere in Hampton. I was in the Airbnb chilling. I had the upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, flat screen TVs. I had weed. I was good. I wasn't stressing about nothing. I can't hear you.
Was the Airbnb in Hampton, or where was the Airbnb?
It was in Hampton.
It was in Hampton. It was where they found it.
Yeah.
And did you order that Airbnb after all of this, like on Thursday, or were you already in that?
I had already planned on it because with 20 grand, I was trying to get a house. I was trying to get a house for like a month. So, I mean, I was definitely watching y'all broadcasts. I did some good broadcasts. But at the same time, I was sitting there watching y'all the whole time. I had to roll past all the houses where I did this shit at like back to back. Like I had to roll past like twice. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't even went in one of the houses the second time.
Thinking
I have a question, but it's all you.
Go ahead.
Cole, you mind me asking you about your parents?
My parents?
Yeah. So, was your parents Cola Bill and June Bill? Were both your parents?
Nah, June Bill got killed by my dad.
Okay, so that was your dad.
That was my dad. That was when I was locked up, when I was doing my 6-year bid. He killed his wife.
Okay. So, because I saw that and I didn't know if there was a connection there, but that was your dad.
That's my blood dad, yeah.
You know, I'll be honest with you, it's not typical for me to have people in your position. You're being very open about what happened. Your dad did something similar, right? So
He did it twice. He tried to kill my mom when I was almost 6 months old. I was less than a year old, and she survived it. She survived all the gunshots. He tried to empty the clip in front of her, or however the story went. But she survived it, and he went away from my life for 15 years. He came home when I was like 15. So,
A lot of people in your position would say, I didn't do this.
I mean, I made sure it's known that I did it because as a man, I will take up for my wrongdoings. But in all of this, I will tell people you gotta check up on your loved ones because at every time, nobody was checking up on none of these people.
And that made you want to kill more.
That don't, okay, so you don't think about killing more behind that. See, this is two separate questions. You said, you said so that didn't make me think to do that. None of this had nothing to do with that. I snapped on my cousin for a simple reason. I snapped on my dad for a reason. And I snapped on my girlfriend for a different reason. None of this had nothing to do with what they liked and what they was dealing with. But I can honestly tell you, when people say they checking on you, they not really checking on you. You're not okay. And if you still walk around like you're okay, and something like this happens, nobody knows.
So let me get this straight. You just admitted to us to killing 3 people.
Yep.
Your advice to people at home is to go check on their loved ones?
Yes, because somebody checked on their loved ones, but they didn't know they was dead on Tuesday. They didn't know they was in there dead since Tuesday, but they left. And they ain't know since till when? When the house set on fire? Thursday?
But Cola, you recognize that even if they would have checked on them, it wouldn't have mattered. They would have already been dead in each of those circumstances. I mean, Mr. B, you knew Mr. B lived by himself, right? He's 73 years old. Odds are, not advising you or anything, odds are you probably could have done what you were trying to do, which I am understanding you correctly. You went there to get the money.
I went in to get everything.
You get everything.
I went in to get everything. I had like 20 guns. I had like 20 guns, man. I was definitely ready to, you know what I mean, go on a nice little run.
So, did you, I'll ask this, did you harm anybody else in the process that no one has found out about yet?
No, but I was getting ready to pop back out in the daylight, and I definitely was about to do something. If they hadn't picked me up, last night, I definitely would have got out and let out some more steam because at the end of the day, nobody hears you when you talking regular. You got to do something like this, and now everybody in your face trying to ask you questions. So it's like, okay, And now everybody got something to say, but when you telling them what's really wrong with you, ain't nobody got nothing to say.
Are you prepared to take whatever penalty a judge or a jury decides?
I'm glad to take whatever it is, because I done lived my life here. This is it's over with now. It's over with now, so when you talking to me now, I'm speaking to you from this straight me, here right now in this world, the next thing I'm gone. I done lived my life, I was gonna do it differently, but it went out like that, so it's over with. No problem. No problem.
I think there's another group coming out for another interview.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna make sure. Could y'all give me some water, please?
You guys talk.
Hey, are these your guys' microphones?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring them back down to you. All right, look, man, I gotta get your microphone from you here. I guess the other groups they're trying to be all in your face, but
Ain't no way I can get no water.
yeah, we got. I mean, if we can get. Hey,
Did you want me to bring?
you know what? Hey, if you go to a sale, get a cup. I don't think that water fountain works.
Do you want me to bring these down or something?
Hughes can do it. He's got to go. Huh? Oh, it does work now? All right.
Here, Hughes.
Hey,
come.
Hughes, can you take these down and grab the other microphones from the other crew? Where is it? You got the young legs, King Graham's office. You need me to go back, Cops? I swear it's good.
Is this all done?
Negative.
This one, I think there's another.
Hey, you go to the front. I didn't know where.
Okay, put these up.
Cops
Sanitize
look back.
those. Me. You switch up. He's right back there.